EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Ray McCloud. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Prescott off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that deep.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Hassan Ridgeway gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. And trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience.
Here we go.
Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 34 yards.
And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo being chased out left.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
McLeod to return it.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. McCaffrey running up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On the handoff, Mitchell. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 40 yards. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott now.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
A first down throw for Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 45 yards. And the Niners have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. From the 25 on 2nd down, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle with a touchdown grab from Trey Lance. And the 49ers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
47.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And now here is another interception.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
From the 44, Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
He's still on his feet.
And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Lance to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Off of play action, here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Again, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. Got it. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.